Oh, thank you. Jim Meko, candidate for District 6 Supervisor. You know, the mayor has a candidate in this race. Aaron Peskin in the DCCC have another. Chris Daly has anointed one. And for those of you who live in Tenderloin housing buildings, you probably figured out by now that Randy Shaw has a pick in this race as well. And with the amount of money that's being spread around during this race, I assure you that it's not your interests that they have in mind. Okay. I've lived in Soma for 33 years. I've been putting my heart and soul into making this district a better place to live. I am the candidate who's going to represent you. Everyone deserves a great neighborhood.
Thank you.
Better small business and a better quality of life. Jim Meko, District 6 Supervisor.
My name is Theresa Sparks, one more time, and I've created thousands of jobs in my career, and I think we need to create more jobs here. I've been unemployed in my life several times, and I know what a job, the dignity a job can bring to someone and the self-esteem it can bring to someone. I've been without permanent housing and with housing at all in the last 10 years. I know what it means to wonder where you're going to sleep at night. We need to bring someone into City Hall who has actually experienced some of your problems, who have actually worked on some of your problems. I was president of the Police Commission. We had a substantial reduction in crime during that period of time. We need to keep bringing it down. And one of the reasons that the Tenderloin crime is coming back up is because the current board cut the funding and stopped having academy classes for the last 2 years in the Board of Supervisors. We need to focus on the problems that mean a lot to you. We need to focus on the real problems of housing, of jobs, of employment, of economic development, so we can provide more wraparound services for the entire city of San Francisco. Thank you.
My name is Debra Walker, and I'm a candidate for District 6 Supervisor. I've lived and worked in this district for over 25 years, working on the issues we talked about today to try and find solutions so that this is a better place for all of us to live. I have the support of the nurses, the teachers, the janitors, the Bicycle Coalition, the Sierra Club, the Democratic Party, the Green Party, and a growing list of District 6 residents who realize that it is important who is your supervisor. I would be honored to have your support. Debra Walker for Supervisor.
So, Glendon, Conda, Hyde, and I'm also running for District 6 Supervisor, and I'm doing it on the idea of restoring dignity to the communities of District 6. I think that what we're doing is a lot of incarcerating, a lot of punishing, and what we're doing is we're wasting our money while we're doing it. We need to create safe injection sites to get junkies off the streets and start restoring them to dignity and adding them to back into the working class, into like I'm sorry, I've lost my train of thought with the 30 minutes. But safe injection sites, we need to create affordable housing. We need to give opportunities to people in the affordable housing to own some part of San Francisco. Okay, and we also need to offer jobs that are actually invested in them and creating a better community for the people in that community.
James Keys, candidate for District 6. Yes, I'm the person that was endorsed by Supervisor Chris Daly. I guess that he has to be some type of special interest now, being a person unto himself, according to Mr. Meko. Yet, you know, what I'm trying to do is to make sure that each and every person has the opportunity to live a dignified life. Yes, we've been hearing about jobs, but how many of you people out here are actually ready to go back to work?
What does that mean?
Okay. The thing is that we need to make sure that you have housing. Yes, we can get you jobs, but we need to get you housed. We need to get you ready. I have been doing the job. I have gotten the experience. I have been at City Hall. I have been on this mental health board, making sure that we brought money down, making sure that we have those services in place in 6, in 10, and in 5. I have been doing the job, and as your supervisor, I will continue to do that job that I'm doing and the job that our supervisor is doing at this moment. Thank you.
I'm really proud to actually have the endorsement of a lot of organizers from our neighborhoods here in District 6. Spending time as an organizer, I went into organizing work because the first housing that my family got was a publicly subsidized rental unit so that we could get our feet stabilized and actually look for jobs and get housing and get education. I went into organizing because I wanted to help other young people also find their voices so we could be a part of making our neighborhoods stronger and developing stronger policies that come from our voices. We are running a multilingual, multi-ethnic campaign. I'm sorry that gentleman earlier left asking who are we going to house, illegal aliens or people that have lived here. We need to build a coalition that brings in our immigrant communities, our Latino communities, our Asian American communities, our African American communities, our low-income white communities, and we need to work together to fight for housing so we don't have to fight each other for it. That is what our campaign is about. It's about building community. It is about us listening to one another. I am committed to doing that work as a supervisor. Thank you very much.